in the video for milestone 3. First, I'm going to run the back end. Now I'm going to run the front end. So the first feature I'd like to demonstrate is, as a user, I'm going to be able to view the top 5 rental films of all times. As you can see to the left is the top 5 rental films: Bucket Brotherhood, Rocketeer Mother, Scallywag Duck, Great Clockwork, and Forward Temple. The next feature is, as a user, I'm going to be able to click on any of the top 5 films and view its details. Next to each film, there's a details button, which will tell you the name, the summary, the year, the length, the categories, the actors, the rating, and the rate. The third feature I'd like to show is, as a user, I want to be able to view the top 5 actors that are part of the films I have in the store. So as you can see on the right side, there's the top 5 actors in the store. You see Gina DeGeneres, Walter Torn, Mary Keitel, Matthew Carey, and Sandra Kilmer. Then the fourth feature is, as a user, I'm going to be able to view actor details and view their top 5 rented films. So next to each actor, there's a details button. Once you hit that, you see their name and their top 5 rented films. From there, you can also click on the view button to view the details of each movie they're in. Now, the fifth feature I'd like to show is on the films page. As a user, I want to be able to search a film by the name of the film, name of the actor, or genre of the film. So first, I'm going to go to films, and I'm going to type Gina DeGeneres. And when you click the details button, you're able to see Gina DeGeneres. You can go by their first name, or even their last name, which DeGeneres here is for Jodie DeGeneres, or you can type in the category, which I put horror, and the category here is horror. Now, the next feature I'd like to show is, as a user, I want to be able to view details of the film. So as previously shown, this is the movies, and next to each movie there's a details button. Once you hit the details button, you're able to see the name, the summary, the year, the length, the category, the actors, the rating, and the rate. Now, the next feature I'd like to show is actually on the customer page, which is, as a user, I want to be able to view a list of all customers, preferably using pagination. So when you go to the customers page, you see a list of customers. Each page is 25 people, so you can keep clicking on next to see the next 25. That is list of view of all customers using pagination. Those are the first 7 features that I demonstrated that were part of milestone 2. These are the rest of the 7 features that I have done for milestone 3. As a user, I want to be able to rent film out to a customer. So the customer I shall be using right now is myself. So my ID is 605. So when you go to the films page and let's choose airline padlock, you are first asked to enter the customer ID. I'm going to type 605. You hit rent. Rental created. You then go to the customer. You can click their details, and as you can see, Airport Pollock, it was rented today at 6:43:03 p.m. So the next feature after that is, as a user, I want to be able to filter search customers by their customer ID, first name, or last name. So we're going to use me as an example again. So first, I'm going to use my first name. I pop up. I'm going to put my last name. I pop up. I'm going to put a combination of my first and last name. I pop up. And my ID. 605. Of course, if you put a number that doesn't exist, nothing will pop up. Or if you misspell the name, nothing will pop up. The next feature is, as a user, I'm going to be able to add a new customer. So on the top of the customer page, there's an add customer button. You hit this and you have to fill in the information: the first name, their last name, email address, district, let's say city, postal code, phone. So let's fill this out for Johnny Test. Email js435 at njc.edu. There's 17th Street. District or state, let's put NJ. Let's select your city as Abu Dhabi. Postal code 6546. Phone number 2789641. And once you fill in all that information, you hit create. And then you can type in the person's name, Johnny Test. And as you can see, the customer was successfully created in. So the next feature is, as a user, I'm going to be able to edit customer details. So once you click on the details buttons of the customer, there's an edit button at the bottom, which you can click. Once you click it, you're prompted to this screen where you're able to change the information. So right now, I'm just going to change the email to @gmail.com. You hit save, and it automatically updates, and it says customer updated successfully. Let's also update their state. Let's, instead of NJ, let's say Connecticut. You hit save, updates properly. The next feature is, as a user, I'm going to be able to delete a customer if they no longer wish to patron at a store. So since Johnny has no active rentals, you're allowed to delete the customer. So you can hit customer details, and then you can see the delete button next to the edit button. You hit delete, it asks you to delete this customer. You hit OK, customer deleted successfully. Now when you type Johnny Test, he's not here. But let's say, for example, you tried to delete me. I currently have an amazing amount of active rentals. So if you go and try to delete me, it says delete this customer, you hit OK. Customer has active rentals, cannot be deleted. You cannot delete a customer until all active rentals are gone. Then the next information is, as a user, I'm going to be able to view customer details and see their past and present rental history. I've shown it as demonstrated through the video, but I'll show it once again. Next to each customer, there's a details button. Once you click that, you're able to see the name, customer ID, email, created, address, active, phone, city. You're also able to see their current active rentals, but also their rental history, all the past information they've rented. The final feature I'd like to demonstrate is, as a user, I want to be able to indicate that the customer has returned a rented movie. So you have to go to the customer, hit details. Next to each active rental, there is a return button next to that specific movie. So based on the movie they're returning, all you have to do is hit the return button, and then it will go into the rental history, and it's been marked, and it said rental marked as returned. So you can return as many movies as they hand back in. Those are all 14 features, a part of the Sakilla database and a part of Milestone 3.